Hey, everybody. It is The Drive on the Fan Sports Network on a beautiful Southern Utah, October 28th morning. Hello, Southern Utah. Devin Dixon, Paul Ratliff, Tara Atkin, the crew. We've spent a lot of time together the last couple days.
That's
Spent a lot of time out at the Black Desert Resort at the Utah Bank of Utah Championship. We were hanging out at Wingnuts last night, and here we are waking up with y'all here on the 7 o'clock hour, ready to go. Everybody should be tired. I fell asleep last night. I'm not going to lie. I did not make it to the 18th inning. I fell asleep in the 15th.
Missed out.
I fell asleep in the 15th. Paul fell asleep in the 9th. Tara made it to the end.
Tara made it
to the end of the game to see this home run last night. Freddie Freeman, 18th inning. They played two. It was an all-nighter. And Freddie frickin' Freeman.
Los Angeles. Freeman sends a fly ball to center field. Varsho's going back before the clock strikes midnight. Freddie Freeman has ended it. It's a repeat hero with the last word on a Game 3 classic.
Unreal. A marathon.
Oh, yeah.
They played a baseball game, then they played another one last night.
Right?
Jeez Louise. Toronto had their chances.
Yeah.
Toronto had their chances. Plenty of chances for both teams to win this one. Oh, the first 9 innings, Ohtani was unbelievable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
4 extra base hits in his first 4 at bats. Nobody had done that in a World Series game since 1906. I mean, you're watching special every time Shohei does something. Like you just wonder what record he will break next with Shohei. But as good as Shohei was, Freddie Freeman is the star of the night last night in the World Series. Dodgers now have a 2-1 lead. That is a dagger for the bullpens. That is a dagger for the Blue Jays. That puts this whole rest of the series in flux. It's going to be wild the rest of the way. I mean, remember what happened in the Mariners series when they went 15 innings.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody got off schedule. Everybody was working on short rest. Everybody had to be available. It's the World Series. I think we can over-exaggerate that just a little bit. But at the end of the day, it does throw your original plans kind of out the window, and now it's just all hands on deck, and you just piecework something together. And John Snyder will figure it out.
Right.
And so will, Roberts. But look, that game, whoo-wee.
Yeah.
Woo-wee.
Ohtani, we're watching Ohtani here get on base, and they said he reached base 9 times last night.
Phenomenal.
He's starting pitching in 12 hours or something?
Yeah.
Like, he's the starter pitcher for tonight.
Yeah.
He's a unicorn for sure.
No, he's one of one. There is nobody else like Shohei Ohtani in the world.
That's right.
No, he is a one of one unicorn, as you put it.
Right.
And unicorns are real, and their name's Shohei.
Yeah.
He's got all the beat reporters and MLB pundits tweeting about him, of course. And Passan had one last night that was good. He said Shohei is 4 for 4 with 2 doubles, 2 home runs, including a game-tying solo shot in the 7th. The best player on the planet continues to do best player on the planet things. I would say that's pretty accurate.
Yeah.
Not going to disagree with anything that anybody writes about Shohei Ohtani. In fact, I think that's probably not eloquent enough. I don't think that's I mean, best world on the planet doing best world stuff doesn't even summarize it to me. Like, he's just different. Like, that guy is a transcendent talent. That pitching performance he had in the NLCS with the home runs, I'd take 100 years, if ever, to top that. And now, he breaks a record that had been sitting there since 1906 last night with 4 extra base hits. and he did it in 4 at-bats. And then they started intentionally walking him, which puts your pitching staff in a stressful scenario.
Right.
And somehow the Blue Jays kept navigating through it, and then only to see Freddie Freeman go Yahtzee at the end.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know how much sleep John Snyder got last night.
Probably not much.
I wouldn't think much.
The skipper of the Blue Jays had to be. I kind of like Snyder. I don't know why. I don't know much about him. I'm not a Toronto guy. I just some about his demeanor, some about his calm personality, but yet fiery when asked. Like, I don't know. There's something I like about him. Dave Roberts drives me batty.
Really?
I don't know why, but I'm not a big Dave Roberts guy, and so I find myself rooting for the Blue Jays like crazy, even though they dispatched of my Mariners. And maybe it's because the Dodgers have got their titles, and it's the Blue Jays that haven't won one since 1993, and maybe that's part of my reasoning for cheering for the underdog.
Most people are on the Blue Jays World Series.
Yeah.
Not betting wise.
Except for there's a lot of Dodger fans out there like, shut it. Let's go Dodgers.
Here, East Coast, there's not a ton of Dodger fans. So I think the country as a whole is rooting for the Blue Jays, I would assume.
Yes. Man, last night, 18 innings, 6-5, the victory for LA.
Yeah.
Shohei in the record books a bunch more times. Now the first player to reach base 8 times in a game because he had 4 intentional walks, which is another postseason record. When he made it on base the 9th time, he was the 4th player since 1925 and the first since 1942 in any game, regular or postseason, to reach that mark. Okay? And he's on the mound, like you said, Tara, tonight with a 2-1 lead in the series. Like, he's going to do something crazy. I would be shocked if he got shelled tonight. I'd be shocked. Wouldn't we be more surprised at this point in Shohei's career if he gets chased out after 3 innings than we would if he goes the complete game and shuts him out and strikes out 15? You know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't think it's going to be that insane, but he's gonna show up and do something amazing.
Get chased. He's gotten chased this year.
Yeah.
A few times.
But I would be more surprised if he wasn't great than if he was bad.
Fire right now
on the mound tonight. And he's a better hitter than pitcher. I think we can all agree he's a better hitter than pitcher.
Yeah, he is. And the Blue Jays lineup is really good. So
100%.
He could very well get chased.
I'm sticking to my guns, Paulie. I will be way more surprised if he's chased than if he goes, 7 and he's got the lead and he strikes out 15.
Okay, we'll see. I'm interested to see.
You want to bet on that? You don't like that?
I don't think he's going to
strike out 15. You're going to bet against Shohei? You're doubting me. I can hear it in the tone of your voice. You're going to tell me you would be more surprised if he has a good performance than a bad performance.
A quality start like 7 innings in a playoff game, I would think that would be a tough ask for him after what he's done as a hitter and all throughout this playoffs. I don't know that he's going to have the pitching prowess.
It's Shohei Ohtani.
I know, and that's what a lot of people are going to fall back on, but this is the Blue Jays lineup that's been one of the best hitting lineups all playoffs.
Yeah, they couldn't get a run in the extra 9-inning game last night against the bullpen.
I get it. I'm just saying Shohei's been chased this season. He has been
not in the World
early.
Series.
Not in the World Series, but has he pitched in the World Series yet?
He's about to tonight.
Okay, well,
postseason.
Postseason, yeah, he hasn't been chasing.
You're going to doubt Shohei Ohtani.
I'm just saying the Blue Jays lineup. You're not giving them enough credit. They just shredded the Mariners, didn't they?
I wouldn't call that shredded.
They scored.
I wouldn't call that shredded.
They scored a lot of runs.
Now you're just being downright rude.
They scored a lot of runs against the Mariners. That's all I'm saying. Their offense was pretty good. So I think that to say that just a blanket statement, Shohei Ohtani's going to go out and shove on the Blue Jays in the World Series, I don't agree. Yeah, I would. My point is, I would be more surprised. This is the way I phrased it. If he got chased than if he went, 7 complete or 8 complete and had 15 Ks. That's exactly what I said. I did not stutter, and you're poking holes in it. Okay, just the totals. 10-1 against the Yankees, 13-7, 6 runs and a loss, 5, 10, 13, 8, 6.
I don't care about that.
Scores.
I don't care about that. I care about Shohei he's different.
You're
What will
discounting
he
the Blue
do
Jays
next?
lineup. You're discounting the lineup.
I'm saying the best player in baseball is on the mound tonight.
Okay,
And
he's not
gonna-
the best pitcher, though.
And he's going to do
He's
something.
not the best pitcher in baseball.
Last time look at his line. Last time he played.
He's not the
look
best.
at his
He's
line.
not
If
even
you're
the
gonna-
best pitcher on his team.
If you're going to go,
you're an idiot. He's not the best pitcher on his team.
What's with the name calling?
I'm just saying, like, you're saying that he's the best pitcher in baseball.
No, he says he's the
best
best player.
I
He
didn't
said
say
player,
pitcher.
not pitcher.
You said pitcher.
No,
No, I
he
did
said
not.
player. He said
said
player.
best
I did
pitcher
not
on the
say he's the
Dodgers.
best
No, he
pitcher on the
said player.
Dodgers. Now you're putting words in
Yeah.
my mouth that I
Okay.
never said.
Yeah.
And you're calling me an idiot at 7:09 in the morning. I'm about to tell Tara to turn your mic off.
Okay.
Unbelievable. You're honestly going to fight me on this one. Shohei has set record after record, done amazing thing after amazing
As
thing.
a batter.
And the point, go look, will you please look at his stats, the last pitching performance? Read
Okay,
them out
I
loud
will.
for me.
I'll look at him.
And then after that, turn his dang mic off. Look at his last pitching performance and tell me postseason pitching Ohtani. He hasn't pitched a lot. You know that, right?
Yamamoto has thrown 2 complete games. He's the best pitcher in the playoffs.
I don't care.
I don't care what Shohei's line was
doesn't.
last
Yamamoto
game.
doesn't hit. The point
We're
of
talking- you're talking
we're talking
about pitching.
Shohei as
Shohei's
a
as a
player.
pitcher.
As a
He
player.
said player, like overall
I'm saying
player, best
that
player.
when the stage is
All right, I
brightest,
feel like things are being flip-flopped here.
when the stage is brightest, when the game is on the line, when it matters, it doesn't matter if he's hitting or pitching. Shohei is just different.
Yeah.
And I don't care about Yamamoto. You're trying to sneak in other scenarios to the conversation. I'm talking about what record will Shohei shock us with next. That is the point I'm trying to make. And you're making it about he's not even the best pitcher on his team. After you just said he's a transcendent talent, after you just said he's amazing, you love Shohei Ohtani. You're a Dodgers guy. You picked him to win it. And now you're throwing wrinkles at him. I don't understand
as a pitcher,
this.
he's not as good
Look,
as.
did you look at his last start?
I'm looking for it right now.
It's not that hard to find. It's not that hard to find. He was unbelievable. Look at his last 2 starts in the playoffs. When the playoffs matter, regular season pitching, Shohei, that's not relevant to me right now. This is the World Series. This is when the bright lights shine down, and Shohei was on base 9 times last night. And you think he's going to be tired and go out there and get shelled? I completely disagree. You think he's going to get chased in a second? He's not even the best pitcher on his team? That's what you just said.
He's not the best pitcher on his team.
And you said he's going to get chased.
He could. Yeah, I
He
didn't
could.
say he was.
Well,
He
that's
could.
a bold statement. Way to
Yeah.
make it stick and punch.
There you go. Yeah, I think he could. And he's not the best pitcher on his team. I'll stand by that.
Unbelievable.
it's-
The guy's thrown 2 complete games, and you're just talking up Shohei just because he's Shohei. You know,
I'm not comparing him to anybody.
Okay.
I'm saying, what will Shohei do?
6 innings pitched in his last start, 2 hits, no earned runs. So a good start, yeah. But not a complete game, not back-to-back complete games, which has been buoying this team.
He plays and hits and runs.
I know. I'm not talking about as a hitter. We're talking. The whole concept of this conversation was if he's going to get chased or not.
No.
I think there's a chance that he could because the Blue Jays lineup
There's
is
a
one of the
chance
best in the league.
everything, but that's there's a chance you go to Mesquite and win $1 million. But are you really gonna?
No, I'm not.
You're not. Come on. You're not gonna. Shohei is Shohei, and he's the best player in the game. And I'm just trying to make the point that there's going to be another record. He's going to do something crazy. What will he do next?
Yeah.
And then you start talking about him getting chased. I don't understand. Like, this guy has been unbelievable, and he's bringing so many eyeballs to the game of baseball.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, what he is doing for baseball worldwide is making it relevant in the postseason. Like, I don't know about you guys, but I wasn't watching the 4th quarter of the football game last night. When it was 28-7, I was watching the baseball game last night.
I got home and turned on baseball.
I don't know if you guys noticed at Wingnuts, but there was a couple tables that were like, we got to sit over here. We got to be by the baseball
see it,
game.
yeah.
Like, this is the World Series, and my point is Shohei's going to do something amazing tonight. And maybe it's with his bat again. Maybe it's not on the mound. Maybe I'll be wrong. I've been wrong before. I'm not saying I'm Nostradamus, Astrodamus' little brother.
Yeah.
I'm not acting like I'm a psychic reader.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Not looking into your crystal ball today.
Yeah. But the point I was making was I would be more shocked if he didn't do something great and didn't set another record.
Yeah.
I mean, what can't this guy do? What can't this guy do? So that happened last night. The game just got over, by the way. If you missed it, it just got over a couple hours ago.
Exactly.
18 innings. The other thing that I wanted to lead with today, how about Lauri Markkanen of the Utah Jazz? Career high 51 points last night. Bring them on out, them Utah Jazz. And not only does he score 51 points, the Jazz won the game. They have 2 wins on the season. I mean, this is a decent start for the Utah Jazz, and they had played over 2,155 games since a Jazz player had scored over 50 points in a game.
Oh, wow.
That player,
it's been that many?
That player was Karl Malone, April 7th, 1998.
You gotta be kidding me.
Was the last time a Jazz player went over 50.
50 points. Wow. Okay.
Isn't that crazy that we've been that starved for? Karolinko didn't do it. D. Will didn't do it. Fill in the blank player the Jazz have had didn't do it. Last guy to do it, Karl Malone in 1998. That is a hard stat to swallow, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
Paul, you want to shoot holes in Lowry's 50 last night, or were you impressed by it?
I'm impressed by it.
50 point. It's just been a long time since a Jazz player has done that. I mean, he was 17 of 17 from the free throw line. That is a caveat, but he didn't miss
anything. Yeah,
he didn't miss from the free throw line. He played 45 minutes. You know, once he's getting the 30 points and 35 and up to 40, the Suns are trying to stop him, and he still gets to 51, including the 2 free throws that win the game with under 2 seconds left. He makes them both.
Wow,
to seal the game. So he was talking with the media after the game, and he said the game's slower to me now.
Oh,
Anytime I hear a player say the game is slower to me now,
they're dialed in.
I like that comment a lot.
Yeah.
You know, especially if it's my star or if it's my quarterback or it's my point guard. You know, he shoots the 3 really well, but the game is slower to him now. That tells me that he's very comfortable, that he's very confident. And, I mean, the one thing I like about this Jazz team this year is they seem hungry.
Right.
They seem hungry. They seem a little young, dumb, and unaware that the Vegas books only think they're going to win 18 games this year.
Oh, I think they're fully aware, and they have like a chip on their shoulder. They're coming out with something to prove. Like, don't doubt us.
Keontae had 26 and 10 dimes last night. Okay. So he's getting the ball to Lowry in space. So what does a good point guard do? Well, yeah, I'm going to trade my 36 and I'll just take 26, but I need those 10 assists. That is a good stat for me for Keontae George. And look, I was watching World Series. I was watching the Monday Night Football game. We were at Wingnuts hosting that watch party, so I did not watch a lot of the Jazz last night. I just saw the highlights, but that is a huge win. It's a huge start to the season. I mean, you look at the buzzer beater by Sabonis in Sacramento Friday night?
Yeah.
Otherwise, the Jazz are 3-0.
Right.
I mean, if Sabonis doesn't hit a game winner, the Jazz are 3-0 undefeated.
Yeah.
But 2-1. Did any of us think the Jazz were going to start 2-1, beat the Clippers and the Suns, and lose to the Kings in the first 3 games? Probably not.
No.
Probably not. 51. Like, there's certain teams that 50 just sound big to. Like, the Jazz are one of them. Like, when you haven't had a guy score 50 since 1998, 50 seems like 70 this morning to me. It seems like a huge number.
Yeah.
And you know, everybody wants, $50 in their wallet, but my goodness, I got to be a little cautiously optimistic with the Jazz. The Summer League was intriguing. The Ace Bailey draft pick was intriguing. Hendricks getting back healthy, shedding all the old aged guys, going younger, just movement to the future. And man, could this Jazz future be a little bit closer than maybe we gave him credit for? Maybe I was a year early. Maybe I was a little overly zealous last year. Maybe Austin Ainge and company, maybe they've got a little bit better locker room. Maybe there's a little bit better vibe. Maybe there was some guys in the locker room that were not a good fit. I don't know behind the scenes, but I am optimistic right now about the Utah Jazz. I mean, Yeah. The Spurs and the Thunder are going to be really good this year, and I don't think the Jazz are beating SGA and OKC. I don't even think they're beating Steph and the Warriors.
No.
I don't even know that they're making the playoffs, but I'm excited about the start. At least give me that. At least I can be excited.
Yeah.
Bring them on out, them Utah Jazz. We got 2 wins.
Right?
There you go.
Yeah.
I mean, and Lowry dropped a 50 burger. So that happened last night. So that's what people will be talking about, the water cooler. Chiefs win again. They beat the Commanders 28-7. Paulie, your takeaways from the game last night?
Yeah, it was kind of what I expected. I thought that they were going to get blown out, and the spread was low for what I thought the game was. And
didn't feel like a blowout.
It was 21 points.
Yeah, but I never felt like, oh my gosh, this is a horrible Washington team. They're not even in the same stratosphere as Kansas City. A couple of swing plays go different, and that's a lot closer game.
Maybe. I mean, I just didn't feel they were really in it all night.
Chiefs defense is good.
7-7 when Terry caught the touchdown, but other than that, the Chiefs outclassed them for the most part. So it just wasn't a fun game as a viewer. But on to the next one. 3-5, season's pretty much done. But maybe they can resurrect it, win some of the upcoming games.
Not catching the Eagles, but they might be able to get a wild card still. Don't you think?
Maybe.
You're already giving up at 3-5?
Yeah, this is kind of just a lost season. I was talking to some friends about it. It just had higher expectations for sure, and a lot of injuries, a lot of bad play to key players, and it just it's added up. And now they're 3-5 and playing the Seahawks, Lions. I mean, they still got the Eagles twice. I mean, the schedule doesn't line up for them favorably going forward.
Well, and with Jaden Daniels healthy, you give him a fighting chance. He should be back by the next game. Is it a Sunday night game against Seattle?
Mm-hmm, at home, so maybe he'll be back for that one. But just judging by the way this season's been with his injury reports, we really won't know until Friday or Saturday when if he'll be able to go. So, or maybe even game time. They say it's a little more serious, the hamstring that he sustained. So it could be another week, unfortunately, another Mariota game, which would be tough.
I will give you one bright spot. Bobby Wagner can still tackle people.
He can. And Terry finally came back from injury and caught a touchdown, and so that was good. But other than that, it was just a night to forget for Commander fans. There just wasn't much to write home about with this game.
And let's be honest, Patrick Mahomes looks a lot better passing the ball this year than he did last year. Regular season Pat Mahomes is better. In fact, he's just behind, I think, Justin Herbert in total passing yards in the NFL.
Yeah.
Oh.
Your top 5 passing leaders, Herbert 1, Mahomes 2, Dak 3, and Dak leads in QBR. QBR, he is your leader.
Yeah. Danny
Dimes is 4.
There's the one that no one
Tara's Drake May.
Yeah, buddy.
All those guys are right there between, 2,000, 2,140 yards. They're all within, less than 200 yards of each other.
Nice.
The top 5. But Bobby's still second in the NFL in tackles, Paulie.
Yeah.
He's no spring chicken anymore out of Utah State.
That's right.
B Wags 54. I've always loved Bobby.
Nice.
Yeah, I mean, not going to beat the Chiefs on Monday Night Football without Jaden Daniels. I think you kind of resurrected that before kickoff.
Yeah, I knew that. So I wasn't thinking we were going to pull the upset, but would have hoped it would have been a little tighter. And for those people that took the Commanders, having some faith in them, it's tough. But next week, the Seahawks, Sunday Night Football, home game, maybe that's a soft landing spot for Daniels to come back. But he wasn't going to go this week, so I kind of internalized that this was going to be a loss from the get-go.
Confidence level in you is low this morning, Paulie.
Yeah.
Oh, boy. All right, we got a ton to get to. We got to get to a break, but we got a ton to get to today. We'll talk some hockey. We've got top tweets. I've got my Dirty Dozen. We've got some great clips for you. We'll update you on the volleyball state championships, some local stuff going on. So stick around. It's The Drive. Show today brought to you by Coral Canyon Golf Course. Grip it and rip it at Coral Canyon. Course is pure right now. It's absolutely rocking. Get your tee times, coralcanyongolf.com, or call 435-688-1700. Plan ahead. Give yourself a week or two. Grab those tee times in advance. It's peak golf season for another month or so. It's going to be tough out there because the weather's just going to be 75 and perfect today. We'll take the break. We're back in a flash. Revving it up. Hey, it's a Tuesday morning, sports fans. Thank you for locking us in, loading us up. Coming at you on 99.5, 95.3 in St. George, 93.1 up in Cedar City. Also 1400 AM. And you can always listen on the app. It's a free download, or there's a listen live button on our website. And you can also watch the show. I don't even know if we have people that know that yet. I probably need to remind people.
Yes.
Yeah.
If you're at the office and you want to see Paulie's smiling face, or you want to see my facial reaction when he says Shohei's going to get shelled tonight, you can see that on our Drive YouTube page. So just go to youtube.com/The Drive. And you can watch the show live anytime you want. Weekdays 7 to 9 a.m. We got a live remote broadcast on Thursday night. We're going to be busy this week. We got Thursday night, the Back Nine grand opening. This is going to be cool. You all know I love golf. We're trying to get Paulie to warm up to golf. So
I'm taking the steps.
Oh, he's taking steps.
That's right. Marco called you last night, and I was ready to talk lessons right then.
There
and
you go.
Yeah.
There you go. This
You were ready, but did you talk him?
Well, he was on the phone.
I was on the phone.
Yeah, he was. He didn't speaker it for me.
We'll set this up. We'll set this up. We'll see if he shows up for his first lesson. We'll see how committed he is.
Well, that's right. Tara said she wants to get in on him with me.
Okay.
I said I'd go with you.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. So we're gonna have a new pastime for Paul and Tara. Sounds like they're
Tara's already a golfer.
It's all right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so I don't know if 3 times a year categorizes Tara as a golfer.
I used to golf a lot more.
There you go.
But
Used to be a golfer. Avid golfer means you play at least once a week.
Okay.
Okay.
I like that. Yeah.
Like, you can still be a
I would
good
love
golfer
to.
and only play 3-4 times a year. I'm not saying you still can't be a good golfer.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't call that an avid golfer. You're not playing regularly enough.
hey, I didn't do too bad in the long drive.
Yeah, she did good.
No, you made the finals. You
I
did
know,
great. You did great. You're an athlete.
Yeah.
You're an athlete.
Yeah.
Yeah. We've got Coral Canyon Golf Course bringing you the show today. We'll be at the Back Nine. A lot of golf going on. Back Nine, I was going to get into the live remote. We're going to be giving away a ghost bag, a tailor-made
Oh,
driver.
wow.
So we got like a long drive contest on Thursday night at the grand opening, the Back Nine. And then we got a closest to contest for the driver and the bag.
Dang.
There's going to be kids games. It's a Thursday night. There's going to be, the tour. You're gonna see the full swing technology. You'll see the indoor putting green that is adjustable, where you can work
cool.
on like 8 foot right to left breakers, or
Nice.
left to right breakers.
Wow.
16 footers. You can adjust that. That's really
cool.
a cool technology. Nobody else in town has that I'm aware. Where you can work on certain types of putts. Like,
Yeah.
I've always known that I like that right to left breaker, but I always struggle a little more with the left to right. So that's
Okay.
something I could use some practice on. I seem like I pull it too often trying to find that line on left to right breaking putts. But anyway, I digress. Back Nine, grand opening. Going to be a ton of fun, ton of activities. You're going to want to see the facility. They're going to have membership special opportunities for you only during the grand opening this Thursday. So if you're thinking, it's going into winter, I want to get better at golf, you can get a membership at the Back Nine for the biggest savings of the entire year at the grand opening. They're going to have huge discounts. They have 3 or 4 different levels, from corporate packages to just individual packages and everything in between. So you're going to want to come check all that out. On Thursday night, we're going to have Coney there. The Hawk is going to be there.
Yeah.
Chris, I'm challenging Chris to a long drive contest.
wow.
Double D versus Chris.
Okay.
There you go.
The host of the Hawk Morning Show.
Yeah.
We're gonna put something on the line.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
can't wait for this.
Yeah, I'll let Chris come up with the friendly wager. He's very creative. I'm not. I know Chris plays golf. I've seen him at the golf course before,
does.
twice in the last couple months.
Yeah, he plays.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yep. So I don't think it's as crazy as a scenario that he's going to be intimidated by a little $170 Devin Dixon. I mean, Chris is 6'2", about 205. He should be able to drive it past me. He's a big guy, right?
He's
Strong
a big fella, yeah. Strong guy.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yep. So that'll be fun. We'll get that going on Thursday night. Mano. Do you think he'll accept the challenge, Paul?
Yeah, he's probably up for a challenge, I would assume.
Okay, you're gonna help me set that up.
Yeah, I'll help you.
You're my
groundwork.
Yeah, you're the negotiator. You're the mediator.
All right, I'll mediate.
You're the middleman.
That's right.
That's right.
I'll provide a nice intermediate for you guys.
That's right. So join us at the grand opening of the back nine on Thursday. All right, Paul scoured the Twitterverse. Tara scoured the Twitterverse. I've even got a couple. I got my tweet deck opened up. Let's get top tweets that caught our eye on a Tuesday morning. Let's go.
All right, let's get into it here. Let's start lighthearted from Fox College Football CFB on Fox. Kalani Sitake shares a hilarious Halloween story featuring none other than Saints quarterback Mr. Taysom Hill.
Oh.
Yeah, this should be interesting.
Taysom Hill had a bye one weekend, and he came to my house to visit during Halloween trick-or-treating time. So he came by to visit, and we're trying to get our kids ready for Halloween, and I just said, Taysom, go hand out the candy. I gave him my job. So he goes out there, and next thing I know, there's this huge line at our house because Taysom Hill's over there. Then the next year, we happened to have a bye week or had Halloween off again. It might have been during the middle of the week, and all the kids showed up again, and all they were asking is, "Where's Taysom Hill?" And I was like, "Oh, this." But it's like, I'm the head coach. They just want the players, and I'm okay with that. So I don't know if I'm gonna hand out the candy this year. I'm gonna maybe who in the NFL has a bye? Oh, Jamal Williams is gonna always be available. Maybe he'll come by and bring his daughter to trick or treat in my neighborhood, and he can take over as the guest.
Pretty good.
Candy giver.
Candy giver. I like that. Yeah, that's good stuff from Kalani.
Hey, I like being the candy giver
Do
because you get to sit there, you get to watch the TV,
Yeah.
and then you get up to go to the door and you get to see all the different costumes that are kind of,
yeah.
And by the end of the night, you're like, that's kind of trending. I know a lot of people that get really disappointed that I hear it every year. Man, we only had 5 trick-or-treaters come to our house, and we have all this candy, and they bring it to the office.
Yeah.
And so, look, I'm not in one of those high-profile neighborhoods with the $1 million houses that give out the king-size candy bars. But we'll get 50 trick-or-treaters to come by. We get some action through the neighborhood. Mm-hmm. We're just in the Little Valley area, and so it's fun. I always prefer to be home handing out the candy and be a candy giver, as Kalani says.
Yeah, that was his tagline for it.
Great stuff. I wonder what Kalani's going to dress up as this year. I wonder if he's a big dress-up guy. I don't see Kalani as a big dress-up guy. I can't get a read on if he's a dress-up guy.
I know Whittingham probably not a dress-up guy. Maybe Kalani.
Well, it would be funny if like Whittingham dressed up as Kalani and Kalani dressed up as Whittingham.
That'd be a good little duo costume. That's right.
Yeah, I don't
know if that'd fly though.
Probably not, but it would be funny.
It would be great. It'd be good for the bid, good for the picture.
Yeah. Good start. Top tweets. Let's get to another one. Here's what's kind of trending on social right now on a Tuesday morning.
All right, ML Football at ML Football. Seahawks Pro Bowl defensive lineman Leonard Williams says his motivation for playing football is because he grew up homeless, saying football was his distraction from reality. Quote, I grew up homeless at times. I grew up living in and out of hotels. When I found football in high school, it gave me stability, something to kind of distract myself from everything. Leonard says that NFL players are not just in it for the money, but because of the lifestyle they suffer through growing up. Powerful story from Williams.
Yeah.
It's a rag to riches story.
Yeah, it is.
He is arguably the best defensive lineman in the game since Aaron Donald retired. Would you agree?
He's top 5, top 3. Yeah, he's
Nobody's running the ball down Seattle's throat right now.
That's right.
With him and Byron Murphy III, their young draft pick from a couple years ago out of Texas. This is a really good. Ernest is good in the middle, but unstable childhood, living hotel to hotel. Finally, in high school, he finds football, gets some positive role models, and gives him some direction, stability, positive impact on his career. But that's his why. You hear people say, "What's your why?"
Right.
Well, I think that's pretty deep, and it's one of those stories that should give people hope. Like you don't have to grow up with money, and you can still attain unbelievable things in your life, and your dreams can come true. Like I pinch myself sometimes. I have the dream job. Like I always wanted to work in radio when I was a younger kid. I was like listening to the radio. I grew up on a farm, so in every tractor, swather, baler, you had radio. So I was a big consumer of music, sports talk radio as a kid. I probably listen to more radio than most kids do now. Now, look, I had my CDs. I even had cassette tapes.
Okay,
Guns N' Roses, Use Your Illusion. I mean, that was my first cassette tape. Skid Row, my second cassette tape. So I grew up in the cassette tape era.
Yeah.
Okay. But this is a dream come true to wake up every day and talk sports with everybody. Like, I've had so many people over the years say, dude, you have the best job. And then I'm like, you're right. I always agree with them. Like, I do have a fantastic job. And, they don't see all the behind stuff. A lot of people just think I talk on the radio for 2 hours a day and show up and do a Utah Tech game and a high school game. Most people don't know that I actually do other stuff at the radio station as well.
Right.
But that's okay. I don't care. I still have a great job. And you guys have a great job, too.
Oh, yeah.
That's right.
Tara's the highest.
Dream job.
Tara gets paid way too much.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, you have to have brains and beauty.
That's right.
Hey,
that's right, Tara.
Oh, man, the profound statements just keep coming this morning.
That's right.
Holy smokes.
I am Tara Damas.
Yes.
Tara
Damas.
She is.
Philosopher. And
great.
Brains and beauty combined
for philosopher.
And I'm
magical
the brains.
Quotes. Yes. But I love this story about the big cat.
Okay.
That is a great find. And I like that he's open about it and shares that openly. And that's his why, man. That's his why.
All right, I got another one here from our friend Cole Bagley, who we were efforting to get in here early this week.
Monday?
he had to go back early.
He had to go back home for a work thing.
Ditched us, man. You guys were all gung-ho.
We
get him in here.
And he did. He made a point to tell us at the game, hey, I'm in St. George. I'd love to come on. We've had him before when you were gone one time. So
I've had him before, too.
Yeah,
I've chatted with him on the phone.
Okay, yeah.
Via phone.
We had him in the studio when he was down in St. George. So he was like, I'm here again. And we were like, oh, yeah, we can get him. But it fell through. But he did have a good tweet, I thought. All right, vibe check, Mammoth fans. Your team has won 7 in a row, are number 1 in the West, tied for the most wins in the league, have a league-leading 37 goals, and an NHL best plus 13 differential. How we feeling out there? I mean, that's pretty...
Feeling so good.
It feels pretty good to be a Mammoth fan right now, I think. The way they've stormed through the gates this season, it's been an incredible year scoring-wise. Like Cole said in the tweet, leading the league, 37 goals. I mean, they're just blowing people out. They're scoring hat tricks. Schmaltz has one. Cooley has one already this season. So they are rolling like I haven't seen this team at all in any stretch last year. 7 wins in a row. I would argue probably passes any stretch they had last year. And that's without checking that, but let me look on that. But I don't think they had a 7-game winning streak last season. So this is unprecedented territory for the Utah Mammoth. I mean, this is a great start to a year. This is what fuels playoff teams. A good start gets you when you have that midseason lull. You can fall back on the points you've already accrued from earlier in the season. So this really sets them up well to make their inaugural playoff trip and the inaugural playoff games at the Delta Center this season.
And the NHL hockey writers right now, they did their power rankings. They've got the Mammoth at 2.
Yeah.
Wow.
In the latest power rankings, they've got the Mammoth at 2. They got the Devils at 1, the Mammoth at 2, the Canadians at 3, and the Knights at 4. That's their top 4. That is the hockeywriters.com most current power rankings. So people are buying in on the Mammoth's hot start.
Yeah, the Spittin' Chicklets guys.
They're good.
Paul Bissonnette and all those guys.
If you haven't watched them, they're really good. They have added some pieces. They are playing collectively really well together, and they've gotten some pretty sneaky goal play.
And their longest streak last year was 4. So they've almost doubled it. They win tonight. They've doubled their longest win streak of a season ago. So
I'm hoping that the Mammoth and the Jazz kind of feed off each other.
Yeah, I'm hoping so too.
You know,
I think they got good energy.
It was
in that
really
building.
interesting when they had the national broadcast and they had, the TNT, was it TNT or ESPN? It was Butchergrass.
Yeah, it was
It was
ESPN.
ESPN doing that Mammoth game. And I'm sitting there listening to the entire segment that Ryan Smith is mic'd up with Butchergrass. And I can't remember the color commentator's name. What's her name? Anyway, he's like, I didn't know we needed this, but that joint lunch that we did where the hockey and the NBA players were together. He's like,
That's
I didn't
cool.
realize how important that was until after we had that happen.
Yeah.
Where they're both in the Delta Center. They're both having lunch. They're all employees
Kind
of
of
SEG
mingling.
Entertainment. Ryan Smith, who owns both the Mammoth and the Jazz, mingling, getting to know each other a little bit, and maybe they can just feed off. Maybe there was a little something there that we should be paying a little bit more attention to. I don't know. I guess time will tell.
Yeah.
But I like to hear that. That was kind of music to my ears, so to speak. That Ryan Smith had Jazz players getting to know, Mammoth players.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I didn't know if professional sports cross-pollinates except for in pro-ams or something, celebrity golf tournaments. When I didn't know hockey and NBA players who play in the same season would hang out normally, but now they might be maybe they will now because they kind of met and they know each other. They can feed off each other in some strange way because they're in the same
right.
city.
So like what I was talking about, that Spit and Chicklets podcast is a pretty big hockey, a lot of hockey fans love to listen to it.
Yeah.
So their topic A on their podcast today is Utah is a wagon, and then they've got that picture of Bissonnette. So
Well, you got to show that to the camera.
I will. I'm showing it
Yeah,
here.
show that to
Is
the
that
camera.
on the camera, Tara?
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, so they're all in. I mean, it seems as if they're gaining a lot of traction with not only the local media and people in Utah, but the national media really grabbing onto the Mammoth as well. So that's a good sign.
When you're winning, they're covering you.
That's
Everybody
right.
loves a winner, right?
That's right. I've always said that. Like, they never covered the Redskins from when I was like age 3 to like 20. But once RG3 came in, won Rookie of the Year, we were getting more coverage than ever, So even if your team is horrible for a long time, and I'm not saying the Mammoth are, they've only been there 1 year, but you don't get coverage unless you're winning and winning big.
The interesting thing about that division right now is the standings. There's 4 really good teams. That division is a juggernaut.
The Central,
That is going to be an unbelievable race. Whereas, like right now, with Edmonton struggling, Seattle cracking. Maybe the LA Kings can give the Knights something, but you almost feel like the Knights have a cakewalk to the conference championship this year because their division is softer, it appears. Whereas the Western Conference, don't underestimate how big that win was over Colorado when you beat Winnipeg. Like, the Stars are really good. They're they have been in the playoffs repeatedly and making runs and knocking on the door of a Stanley Cup for about 5 years now.
Yeah.
So that is a loaded Central Division, whereas the Pacific, right now, it doesn't look as strong to me just at a glance. Am I wrong on that? Or do you guys agree with me there?
I agree. The Central looks to be kind of a juggernaut this season as far as the teams in it. Winnipeg, Colorado, the Dallas Stars, like you said, all playoff teams from a year ago. So that's going to be tough. Those were the top 3 a year ago. The Mammoth were on the outside looking in with the Minnesota Wild and the Blues. I think the Blues even not got in last year, didn't they? They made that late season.
St. Louis did,
where
yes.
they won a ton of games.
They did,
Yeah, they were a
went on a
wild
run.
card. So there was 4 teams from that division last year. So it's a very crowded and competitive Central, and the Mammoth going to have to keep winning.
Yeah.
And they've got a big task. Both our local teams are in action tonight. The Vegas Golden Knights take on the Carolina Hurricanes from Raleigh. That's always a tough place to play. And like we said, the Mammoth, we're talking about them quite a bit. They're playing the Edmonton Oilers tonight. So
Connor McDavid,
should be a
Leon
fun
Draisaitl.
showcase game.
Both the Knights and Mammoth are going to be underdogs, even though they've got better records, but they're both on the road.
On the road, yep.
Ooh, a little underdog parlay for Prediction P.
Yeah, it could be. Yeah, I could see that.
Everybody is in action tonight.
Yeah, Frozen Frenzy, they call it in the NHL today.
Only 2 games last night, but everybody is slated to play on a Tuesday night. So you got a lot of hockey to intake on a Tuesday. All right. One more?
I got one more. I mean, for anyone just joining us, we talked about this a little bit in the opening segment, but this is crazy that this is a fact. Lauri Markkanen, 51 points in the win over the Suns, the first 50-point game for the Utah Jazz franchise since 1998. I know we kind of hit on that early, but for no one to have a 50, it seems like scoring 50 in the NBA happens once a week now.
Yeah.
Somebody's always doing it. So for the Jazz to go this long, obviously not taking away from Lauri's night, he was amazing. 51 on 14 of 32, 6 of 13 from 3, 17 of 17 from the line. He's been practicing those free throws and 14 rebounds. So he was a stat stuffer last night.
And the thing about the 2 free throws is 2 of them were with 1.9 seconds on the clock that won the game in overtime.
Wow. Yeah, clutch ones.
And who cares that it is a caveat it went to overtime. I mean, when Karl Malone was the last Jazz player to drop 50, you kind of tend to get a little excited. Jazz are 2-1. They beat 2 Western Conference teams, Phoenix and the Clippers. And a lot of people really think the Clippers, myself included, are going to be good this year. Their only loss was a Sabonis game winner at the buzzer in Sacramento. Yeah. So 51 for Lowry last night. All right. Any more?
I think that's it.
Yeah, I saw one more from Everett Kelling, quarterback, the number 1 seeded Cedar Redmond.
Yeah.
This came out last night. Grateful for all the educators and coaches in my life. Also, couldn't ask for better parents who support me in all I do. He's getting ready to play. They're the number 1 seed. They play Ogden Friday night in their first playoff game. He was awarded academic All-State, and that was his words, thanking the educators and his parents. I find that profound when you see a academic All-State post. Usually it's all about the athletic ability and the kids post their highlights or their huddle film and their touchdowns. This kid is proud of the academic All-State, which I think is an amazing accomplishment. So shout out to Everett Kelling. I know there's others around here. Maybe we'll take a day and we'll go through the whole list of academic All-Staters, but that one kind of caught my attention, and I was like, cool post from Everett Kelling. So we'll see what the Reds can do in the postseason starting on Halloween. It's football going wide across the state of Utah. We're going to have 2 games on the broadcast schedule presented by the Boulevard on Friday. We're going to have Snow Canyon and Green Canyon. And then we're going to have Hurricane and Highland. Those will be the 2 games we'll be streaming. We'll doing some wraparound coverage on the radio. And we'll have eyes on the Crimson and Pineview games as well. So it's tough we can only do 2 this Friday, and there's 4 all going at the same time. Both of those 2 games we'll be covering. It'll be a 4:00 kickoff on Friday night, so you get some time to still go hand out some candy or whatever the case might be. All right, got to get to a break. We're back in a flash. It's The Drive from the Finley Hyundai Studios. Hey, welcome back, everybody. Show brought to you by Game Day Men's Health. Game Day Men's Health. These guys are the experts. This is where guys can turn to for everything from T-test for free. Yes, free testosterone test. Been telling you about that every day on the show. They're a proud sponsor of the show. Have been for almost a year now, and they're helping guys look and feel their best. They help you look your best or feel your best with the BPC 157, the Somorelin, any of their great peptides, their weight loss programs that actually work, designed. They have ED treatments. If you need some sexual performance enhancements there, they got you covered with the revolutionary P-shot or the shockwave therapy. Real results. They really care. Man cave environment for guys. Go in there, you grab yourself a Gatorade and a protein bar, and you're hanging out watching TV, getting your health taken care of. So they're the experts. It's where I go. Highly recommend going to Game Day Men's Health. It starts with that free testosterone test, and you can just pick up the phone and you can call or text Game Day, and the number is 435-265-4223. Also, if you go and share the @Habit Fitness Coach story, they've teamed up with Game Day to give away a Blackstone grill. @Habit Fitness Coach if you want to win a Blackstone grill. We're back in a flash. It's The Drive. interest for, I think, up to 60 months. So you can spread that out, get a low payment, get a brand new car. They also have the brand new Palisade and Palisade Hybrid. Those 2026s have hit the lot. They've been in there about a month now. They got a great selection, and they've got as low as 3.9% on those. And those are a new body style this year and a new hybrid model that they'd never had before in the Hyundai Palisade. So go check it out, our friends at Finley Hyundai, off exit 13. At their new location, great sales, parts, and service. Let's get you just we're going to do a quick top 8 today. We'll run through, and then we're going to get into my Dirty Dozen. I missed the Dirty Dozen last week, so it's been 2 weeks since we did the NFL hierarchy rankings. So we're going to do that coming up here in just a few minutes for you NFL fans out there. But let's get to what's trending right now. Obviously, front and center, all-night affair in the World Series last night. If you did not stay up late, if you're just getting up and jumping in your car, you hadn't heard, it went 18 innings. In the bottom of the 18th inning, this happened last night in L.A., propelling the Dodgers to a 2-1 series lead. I'd be excited, too, if I hit a walk-off in the 18th inning of the World Series.
Yeah.
I saw somebody say it was like a once-in-a-lifetime thing until Freddie Freeman. And he does it twice.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he hit one last year in the World Series, didn't he?
Yep.
He hit a walk-off in Game 1 last year, and that propelled the Dodgers. Okay, so that happened. Shohei Ohtani will be on the bump tonight. Paulie and I got in a little disagreement. He thinks Shohei might be tired and could get shelled tonight. I think Shohei is going to do a Shohei-like thing. He's the best player in the game, and I think he's going to gut it out, and I think he's going to go 6 or 7 and have double-digit strikeouts. So we'll see how that plays out for Game 4 tonight. I mean, Blue Jays just got to have short-term memory loss. They've got to bounce back tonight, try to even this series up 2-2. If they can, that's going to be a tall ask with Shohei on the bump tonight. Let's switch sports. It was the equinox of sports last night, the rare occasion where you have 4 different professional sports. You had Monday Night Football, NHL, NBA, and the MLB all going on the same night last night, which was really cool. And last night in Utah at the Delta Center, career night for Lauri Markkanen of the Utah Jazz, 51 points, a career high, 14 rebounds, and he hits 2 free throws to seal the overtime win. First Jazz 50-piece since Karl Malone did it back in 1998.
Yeah, we got the post-game, the locker room scrum around Lauri as this was quite the night for him, and you can just tell the vibes are high among this team. I know it's only 3 games in. They're 2-1. They're having a better start than many anticipated, but you can just see the young guys are really taking to their veteran leader in Markkanen.
He's very
50
talkative.
Show love on 3. How about that?
I
It's
love
a
that.
different. A little different. Yeah, I like that.
Show love in everything you do.
Yeah.
Yeah. I haven't shown Paul enough love this morning. Paul, I like your hat.
Well, thanks, buddy.
Yeah.
Thanks. Sorry I called you an idiot.
Oh, there we go. There we go.
We're feeling inspired by Will Hardy's team chant.
Yeah.
Terry, your blouse is nice.
Tara,
thanks.
you look cute today.
Or sweater or whatever it is.
Yeah, sweater.
My blouse.
What do you call those?
Welcome back to the 1950s.
That's right.
The Prohibition era.
It's like a sweater. I know. Yeah.
How about the Jazz, though? A good start, an encouraging start for their fans. I think we can summarize it. This is a 2-1 start with wins over the Clippers and then the overtime win over the Suns. They blew out the Clippers, I should add, in the season opener.
By 40 points in that game.
And their only road game so far this year in Sacramento, Sabonis had to hit a game winner as time was running out to beat the Jazz, or they would be 3-0. So this has been a really good start to the season for Will Hardy and the Utah Jazz. And then you look at what the Mammoth are doing with the win streak going into a huge tilt tonight on the ice. The Utah Mammoth will play the Edmonton Oilers tonight on the road.
That's right.
And things are really good in the state of Utah right now. You got BYU undefeated, although a lot of people were like, why are we tied for 10th with Miami? Just put us 11th. You know, if they beat Cincinnati, they will be the only undefeated team in the Big 12. And they should move up in the polls. I'm not too worried about the rankings. I feel like everybody's so worried about the rankings right now in BYU land at number 10 and that tie. I saw a lot of people tweeting about that the last 24 hours. And I'm just like, who cares? You got some games to be played. It's not where you're at right now. It matters. It's where you're at the end of the season, and you still have to keep winning week by week by week. The injuries did stack up a little bit on BYU in that road win in Ames on Saturday. They win by 14. But if Utah beats Cincinnati, I don't think BYU plays them till later, then BYU could get some help from the Utes because they would be the only unbeaten in the Big 12.
Yeah.
And we'll see what that means. The Big 12 title game is very much in play right now for BYU. They control their own destiny. That's all you could ask for at this point in time. And I know the schedule, it really hadn't gotten tough till the last 2 weeks, but they passed these with flying colors with wins over their rival, the Utah Utes, and then in Ames against Iowa State. And so, mission accomplished for Coach Sataki. The Halloween candy should taste really good for BYU Cougars, players, coaches, and fans.
Yeah, that's right. Halloween candy going to be a little better this year for the Cougars.
Still, the next 2 weeks are huge.
Yeah, they are. Texas Tech, that's the one I've got circled.
And remember, they were 9-0 last year and then lost their last two and out of the playoffs, out of the Big 12 title game. So I think having that 9-0 start last year and then having this start this year, but seeing it go awry, I think that's actually helping BYU keep that laser focus this year, knowing it's a long grind and they haven't accomplished their goals yet.
That's right. And the status of LJ Martin is very important as well.
Yes.
So,
he's the best player on their team, if you ask me.
If he's able to play and go after the bye, that would be a massive, massive upgrade to the running back room, because I know they have some other guys in there, but LJ Martin's different. He's the best running back they've had since Tyler Algier at BYU.
100%. He is an NFL running back.
He is an NFL running back.
And I've been saying that since his freshman season. And I think he's probably, the way he's playing this year, he's probably a third-round draft pick right now. That's where I would categorize him at. Now, I'm not an expert in draft stock and analysis, but just the eyeball test tells me he's a top 3-round pick. But you couldn't have had a second bye come at a better time for the BYU Cougars. This is their second bye, but it comes at a really good time between some tough games.
The BYU official account for athletics, BYU Cougars, tweeted out, "Y'all ready for this combo?" And it's a picture. The nation's only top 10 team in both football and men's basketball.
Yeah.
So that's pretty rare for any school. And I think I would wager to say that's probably the first time ever for BYU athletics with men's basketball and football in the top 10.
10. Wow.
Well, we knew when DeMan's assigned to BYU, this was going to be exciting year for BYU.
This is going to be a preseason top 10.
Yeah.
They haven't even played a game yet, but they played some exhibitions.
But then it got better when they added Rob Wright from Baylor and some other,
Richie Saunders came back. Like and Keita, he had the block against UNC to win the game in the exhibition. So they've got a really well-rounded team, both football and basketball. It's a good year to be a BYU Cougar fan for sure.
Absolutely. Monday Night Football last night, Chiefs stay hot, 28-7. They beat the Commanders in Arrowhead last night. Mahomes, Rashee Rice is back, and his impact was felt. Didn't you feel like that was kind of what everybody in Chief land wanted from Rashee Rice after sitting out the first 7 weeks of the season?
Absolutely. I think he's really picked up where he left off pre-suspension, and I think he adds a different element to the Chiefs offense. They've got the Xavier Worthy speed guy. They've got Kelsey over the middle. Now they got Rashid doing the intermediate and short. I think they've got a great passing game. It was on full display against the Raiders 2 weeks ago when they won 31-0, but you thought, all right, that's the Raiders defense. But then the Commanders defense isn't much better, but they still just was analytically, surgically taking them apart in the later stretches of that game. So, it was a good effort by the Chiefs. Not the best from the Commanders. Pretty much does their season in, I think.
We'll see what they do. They got the Seahawks at home.
Yeah. Maybe
you
we'll
and
have a little
I's
side
teams
bet on that
going
one.
head to head. I don't know what the opening line is. I'm guessing Seattle by 3 would be my guess.
I'll look on that, but interesting.
It's in Washington.
It is.
It's in
Night game.
D.C.
3.5 for the Seahawks. Minus 185 on the money line.
I was off half a point.
Yeah.
Broncos are likely to be without their top defender for the foreseeable future. ESPN reporting Pat Surtain. Multiple games going to be missed because he's got a left pec strain.
Yeah.
Vikings, Carson Wentz, he's out for the rest of the season.
Saw
Shoulder surgery coming later this week.
Brutal.
So, also, Steelers kind of felt like after their loss Sunday Night Football against the Packers, they might need another weapon other than DK Metcalf. Well, they're expected to sign an old maid Aaron Rodgers.
Okay, let me guess which one. James Jones?
No. Marquez Valdez-Scantling.
Okay, so he got one of his boys in there.
He was with Seattle. They actually waived him, and he didn't make the 53-man. He got picked up, and now he's a free agent or on a practice squad or something, and they're going to sign him. I don't even know where did he go to San Francisco, I think, for a hot minute.
Okay.
After Seattle cut him. But they're getting healthy and getting receivers back, so he's probably been waived, and they're going to pick him up and add some depth there.
Okay.
So.
All right. Well, I got one quick one.
Go ahead.
2 local teams in action hockey tonight. Golden Knights taking on the Hurricanes from Raleigh. That's a 4:30 p.m. puck drop, a little earlier because it's the Frozen Frenzy. Every team in action today. And, of course, we've kind of detailed a little bit the Mammoth travel to Edmonton, Rogers Place, to take on the 4-4-2 Oilers. So to continue their 7-game heater. And lastly, I'll have to crowbar this in. Ovi and the Capitals take on the Stars, chasing 900. He's sitting at 899 goals scored. Be the first player in NHL history to reach 900 goals. So,
what a feat.
What
a feat.
Yeah. I hope he does it tonight.
The grade 8. Got to finish up with the volleyball. So they had the second round and then the quarterfinals yesterday afternoon and last night up at Utah Valley University. Hurricane beat Cedar in 4 sets, 3-1, but then ran into a buzzsaw and got swept by the number 1 overall seed Orem Lady Tigers, 3-0 there. Hurricane, the 9 seed. And then you had Crimson Cliffs in a thrilling 5-set win get past Mountain View after they'd already beaten Skyview in straight sets. So it's the 1 seed Crimson, the 1 seed Orem against the 5 seed Crimson at 11:45 a.m. this morning. Crimson girls volleyball will be having a shot at the defending state champs in the semifinals. On the other side of the bracket, Desert Hills straight set win over Park City, and then a straight set win over the 7 seed Ridgeline. They will meet Green Canyon. Green Canyon got past Snow Canyon 3-1 and then beat Provo in 4. So it's the 2 and the 3 seed, Desert Hills, Green Canyon. So if Desert Hills, the 2 seed, wins, and if Crimson, the 5 seed, upsets the 1 seed, we would have an all-region 9 state championship match in volleyball later on this afternoon.
That's
or tonight.
awesome.
It would be the state championships tonight at 7 o'clock at Utah Valley University. Okay. So good luck to the Thunder and the Mustangs, the 2 remaining teams. Kind of cool. They're on opposite sides of the bracket. And, of course, Orem versus Crimson. That game, 11:45. The Desert Hills Green Canyon game will start on the other court, also 11:45. I think they play those games simultaneously, and then the winners will play at. And I know there is a consolation bracket. I know Hurricane fought back through. They are still alive. They will play at 1 o'clock today, so they are still alive. Snow Canyon and Cedar have bowed out, if I'm not mistaken. No, Cedar and Snow Canyon are still alive today. But I think they're playing for 6th and 8th is the best that they could finish after their loss in the second round. So they do that true double elimination. If you're going all the way up there to state volleyball tournament, if you know when you can fight back and win 3rd or 5th or 6th, I mean, it gives you some motivation. It's always tough. I always find that a tough phenomenon, though.
Yeah,
when you have state championship on your mind and then you got to turn around and try to play for 6th place.
Yeah.
It kind of loses its luster a little bit.
Yeah, I agree with that.
But at the same time, you're going all the way up there. You're in hotels. Your fans are there. Just for these seniors, one more game. I don't mind the format.
I don't mind.
I really like the format in baseball. I really like what they've done with the best of 3 championship series and everything in baseball with that double elimination format. All right. So that's going on today as well. Good luck to Desert Hills and Crimson. That is your top 8 at 8. Just a reminder, we got 2 football games on Friday. Mark your calendar. We are going to be broadcasting Hurricane and Highland at 4 o'clock on Friday, second round of the 4A playoffs. I'll be out there for the coverage of that one. Paulie, you're going to be over anchoring the coverage. Snow Canyon, Green Canyon, the battle of the canyons.
Yeah.
The Canyonland Clash.
There you go. You're working the wordplay in there.
Yeah, I'm just trying to help you out for the pregame show.
Yeah, I'll bank that one for later.
Yeah.
Store it up here, buddy.
Snow Canyon is prettier than the Green Canyon, but they're both very beautiful. So it's the Clash of the Canyons.
That's right.
That'll be the other game. We'll have both those streaming on our website. We'll be on KSLSports.com with that coverage as well. Radio side, we'll probably start with the Hurricane Highland game as our Boulevard home game of the week, and then we'll do some comprehensive wraparound coverage. We'll have eyes on Pineview and Skyline and eyes on Crimson as well. I think it's going to be a fun Friday night. Halloween, we get football every 7 years. Are you dressing up for Halloween, Paulie?
Yeah, I think so.
Tara, are you dressing up for Halloween?
Probably not.
Okay. Okay.
I'll be at football too, and then
Yeah, I'm going to be comfortable for work. I don't want to wear some cumbersome thing.
I'm not going to wear it to the game.
Yeah,
you're not.
No, I'm not going to wear my costume to the game. But I think the little
Halloween party in the morning.
He's going to have a big blow-up costume up there in the booth.
Peach is the bowler.
That's right.
Peach is the
dog.
bowler.
Might make an appearance at this Halloween party we have.
Okay.
Yeah, I still got the suit.
All right. That's your top 8 of 8. Brought to you by our friends at Jimmy John's. Freaky Fast, stop by and have a lunch today at Jimmy John's and keep the cameras rolling. We're looking for our Jimmy John's highlights of the week. We put those out sometimes twice a week on the Fan social media outlets at the Fan SN on Instagram. We're getting close to all of our October highlights going to the voting process. So that's going to happen. And we're going to encourage you to vote for your favorite because whatever team's highlight wins, catered lunch from Jimmy John's to that program. So check that out. And keep those cameras. If you were up at the state soccer tournament, you got a highlight on your phone. Or if you're out at your kid's football game on a Saturday, or you're out at any local sporting event and you capture something cool, we're going to give you $100 if we use your highlights. So submit your highlights on our website, thefansportsnetwork.com. And it's really easy and quick to upload those videos right to our website and get you a $100 gift certificate to Jimmy John's and help us get these great performances trending on social media with the Jimmy John's Fan Sports Network highlight of the week. Got to take a break. We're back in a flash. Yeah, we're back. What's up, everybody? Devin, Paulie, Tara, Fan Morning Crew here on The Drive. And we're inside the Finley Hyundai Studios. Love our sponsors bringing the show every day. If you need their products or services, go tell them thank you. We appreciate our sponsors, Coral Canyon, St. George Tent Shop, Kabuto, and our friends at Color Country Custom Coating, Prime IV, Game Day Men's Health, and Jimmy John's, Wilkinson's, TDS. Did I forget anybody? Did I get everybody?
Hey.
I think I got everybody.
Okay.
Yeah. A couple reminders. We will get this week's winners of the Zag Picks of the Week announced, and we will contact you to come pick up your prizes. We'll get those graded out this morning. We had that Monday night game on there last night, and then the new picks will be up here in an hour or two. We'll get those up on the website so you can start making your picks for next week. I will tell you we are going to put all 4 high school games on. And we're going to put 3 college, 3 pro games on. So you'll have 10 more games on the slate. You'll have another $400 in prizes on the line for another week for first, second, and third from Zag and Kabuto. And, of course, if you win the week, you'll go in the grand prize pick-off at the end of the season for the grand prize package. A couple other announcements real quickly here. Join the Fan Sports Network at Finley Automotive. Will be down at the Kia, Subaru, or Volkswagen store. All 3 lots on Sunland Drive are going to be hosting the community trunk or treat. Hundreds of kids show up every year. This is a tradition. It'll be from 2 to 4 o'clock. So, your kids get out of school at noon on Halloween. They're already in the costumes. You can grab a little lunch. You can come over to Finley, get your trick-or-treating started. People will be decorating their vehicles. Tons of people involved. Lots of candy. We've got 3 or 4 radio stations that will be down there decorating trunk-or-treats. Nice. I will be there. But I will be leaving a little bit before it ends because we've got to get to a high school football game. I got to get out to Hurricane for a 4 o'clock kickoff. So I'll probably be there like the first hour, and then I got to get out to Hurricane and get ready for some playoff football as we're bringing you the Boulevard home game of the week, Hurricane and Highland. Paulie's got to get out of there a little early, too, because he's got to go over and anchor the covers there in that Snow Canyon, Green Canyon game. We're doing both those football games this Friday night for you. A couple other things. If you want to help IFA feed local animals in need, right now IFA has their Feeding Fur Friends animal food drive. So they're donating 1 bag of food to a local animal shelter for every 10 bags that they sell. This goes November 3rd to the 15th. So if you're big on that and you need feed for your animals, this goes a long way. So you can mark your calendar to check that out as well. So a couple things to watch for. The other thing that we personally invite you to join us for is I think you're going to really like this. Any golfers out there or wannabe golfers out there thinking about just starting the game or getting involved, picking up the clubs, or maybe it's been a while and you're going to get back into it. The second location of the Back Nine grand opening is going to be this Thursday night, October 30th. We're going to be over there broadcasting live as soon as From the Bleachers is done from Mesquite. We'll be going on from 6 to 8. So looking forward to seeing you out there. It's going to start at 5:30 and go till 9 o'clock. There's going to be kids games. There's going to be closest to long drive, all kinds of fun things, special membership offers during the grand opening. So really want to invite you. It's right on George Washington. Just right there by the Virgin River, across, kind of just kitty corner across from the River Road Summit Athletic Club.
Okay.
That is the new Back Nine location.
Yeah.
There's a little e-bike place in the same building there. It's just the next building over from the River Road Maverick on George Washington. So, that road that goes down past Summit Athletic Club and past Stonecliff, right there on the left. That is the new 2-story Back Nine. They're going to be showcasing upstairs, downstairs, all the full swing bays and everything you get with your membership. We're going to have a ghost bag, a brand new TaylorMade driver, some of the cool prizes we're going to be giving away at the grand opening this Thursday. It goes from 5:30 till 9 p.m. We will see you there. All right, we missed it last week. We were so busy with the Holy War, and we were so busy with the recap of that, and then we were really busy getting ready for that Utah Tech and SUU football game. We had a ton of guests last week. We had the Black Desert PGA Championship tournament here at Black Desert Resort. So we were just slammed. We just missed our Dirty Dozen last week. So I wanted to bring that back right now. All right, just missing this week. Pittsburgh Steelers drop out. They are just missing after they lose to Green Bay on Sunday night. Jacksonville is on the outside looking in, and San Francisco is out right now at 5-3 after their loss at Houston. So those are the teams just missing, probably in the top three that I just didn't have room for. Bears, another team you could throw in that mix that are just on the outside looking in. Panthers, even the Texans themselves, who are 3-4, all just outside the Dirty Dozen. Let's get to who's actually in my Dirty Dozen. I got the Chargers at 12. Justin Herbert leads the NFL in passing yards. They beat the Vikings 37-10. That was the Thursday night game. And Keenan Allen, in his 13th year, he's 17th in the league in receiving. It looks like he hasn't even left the Chargers, Paulie. He has been seamless transitioning. He went to the Bears and bounced around, and now he's back with Herbert, where it all began for him. And I got the Chargers here at 5-3 at number 12 in this week's Dirty Dozen.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think that's a good spot.
They got the Titans this week, so should notch another win. I mean, the Titans one win this year, and obviously they made a trade. They cut Tyler Lockett. Like, the fire sale and the rebuilding is already going to start happening in Tennessee around Cam Ward, but they're not going anywhere quickly in Tennessee. So this should be another gimme win for the Chargers. All right, moving on.
Number 11.
Number 11, I've got, how about this, Paulie? The Seattle Seahawks on a bye. I got to move them down a little bit because some other teams had some impressive wins. So I'm going to go with the Seahawks here. They're 5-2. They're actually, now with San Francisco leading the division, they're tied at 5-2 with the Rams, but they won they got the head-to-head. So, or they haven't played the Rams yet, so they will have two games coming. So this NFC West is very much wide open, and Seattle got a nice bye. They go into that Sunday night game against the Washington Commanders next up. And if they can keep getting big plays and keep leaning on the run game, the defense is back. After getting beat up a couple weeks ago by Tampa Bay, the last two defensive performances for Seattle have been rock solid. Rock solid. I got Seattle at number 11. Too high, too low for my Hawks, Paulie?
No, good there.
You're good.
I'm good with that spot for that.
All right.
Yeah.
Number 10.
Buffalo Bills at 10 here. I just am having a hard time being too high or too low on the Bills. They just seem average to me. A little better than average here at 10. I mean, you got 30 teams in the NFL. But look, they beat Carolina. Does it impress me that they whooped up on Carolina? Not really. That's not a really compelling win. Sorry, I said 30 teams. There's 32 NFL teams. I misspoke. But at the end of the day, I just don't know that I trust their defense. Now, the defense can shut down a team like that, but what can they do against some of the better teams in the league? That remains to be seen. I mean, beating the Panthers, only giving up 9 points, okay, fine. Maybe coming off the bye week, that defense made some adjustments, but we'll find out quickly. They got the Chiefs this Sunday afternoon, and we'll see if the Bills are moving up or moving down. A big test coming for the Bills. That's one of the featured games in the NFL this coming Sunday. Chiefs and Bills, Mahomes versus Josh Allen. They've had some battles in the past, and they'll rekindle that rivalry on Sunday.
Number 9.
New England Patriots up to 9 here. The Fighting Drake Mays. And, man, second-year quarterback, second in the league in a couple of statistical categories, tied for 6th in touchdown passes with 15. He's also ran for 250 yards. That's 4th most among quarterbacks, so he's proven his mobility, something Tom Brady never did, even in his prime. And they got the Falcons coming up on Sunday, and New England looks like they're going to run away with this playoff berth. And a lot of people didn't even think they were going to go to the playoffs right now. 6-2, they're in a great spot right now. I got the Pats at number 9.
There you go. I like that.
You do?
Yeah, I do.
Not too high, not too low.
No, it's great.
All right.
It's perfect.
Okay.
It's just right.
Number 8.
8, I got the Tampa Bay Bucks. Give me a baker's dozen. But, Baker didn't have a great game against the Saints. They beat the Saints 23-3, and everything seems to be going great now. They got a 2-game lead in the NFC South. The last 2 weeks, though, The passer rating for Baker, he only had 152 yards on Sunday, and they only had 212 yards of offense. Sure, it's enough to beat the Saints, but the schedule's going to get tougher. They got a bye this week, so we'll have to sit around and wait a week to see what Baker does next when they got some tougher opponents upcoming.
Yeah, they had Godwin, Evans.
Everybody's hurt.
Buka was hurt, played but hurt. Yeah, they need this bye week probably worse than most teams in the league.
Yeah, I agree. We'll see what happens after the bye. Tampa Bay at number 8.
Number 7.
The Denver Broncos. Broncos beat the Cowboys 44-24. I got them at number 7. They got the Texans on the road this Sunday in the 11 a.m. Mountain Time window. That Denver has now beaten Dallas 7 straight times. That's 7 consecutive Bronco over Cowboy wins. Huge crowd, a lot of mixed, a lot of Cowboy fans were in Denver for that game, and they went home disappointed.
Yeah, absolutely.
I saw a picture of my buddy. He was at the game with his son. His son is a Denver fan. He is a Dallas Cowboy fan, and his son got the last laugh.
There you go.
Nice.
Yes.
Win one for the little guy.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. All right, moving on.
Number 6.
6, I got the Green Bay Packers, who beat the Steelers 35-25. Micah Parsons looks like a motivated Micah Parsons that really is second in the league in sacks with 5, second in the league with pressures 26. And at one point, Jordan Love completed 20 straight passes Sunday. He had 360 yards and 3 touchdowns. So the Packers are kind of getting back to where they looked in the early part of the season, where they look like a contender.
Right.
And so I like what I see. They're 5-1-1, that measly tie against the Dallas Cowboys. And they got the Panthers coming up to a great opportunity to pick up their 6th win.
Yeah.
So Packers come in at number 6.
Number 5.
Rams here, and you might be thinking, why Seahawks at 11 and Rams at 5? They're both in the same division. They're both 5-2. And I think it's, who they played, and that the fact that they haven't played each other doesn't help me, do anything with that right now. So, I mean, Matthew Stafford at 37 could barely walk in the preseason, and he's tied for the league lead with 17 touchdown passes. He's second in passing yards per game. And you look at the age in which Aaron Rodgers is still competing with the right fit with Mike Tomlin in Pittsburgh, and they got at least a winning record at 4-3. And you look at what Sean McVay's doing with Matthew Stafford, and it's not hard to imagine this Rams team being a tough out in the postseason right now. That's why I've got them all the way up to number 5, and they've got the Saints coming up at home, and the Saints are one of the worst teams in the league. I mean, Rattler's fighting, and Kamara's fine, and Rashid Shaheed and Chris Olave are doing what they can, but that is not the most talented roster. They only have 1 win on the season. Rams should be favored by 14. I might take them in my survivor pick this week. That's how confident I am in the Rams over the Saints. So look for the Rams to get their 6th win coming up on Sunday. I got them at number 5.
Number 4.
Eagles here for me. Nice to see Saquon go off. I know it's a beat-up Giants team. I feel bad for Dayball and the Giants, and Jackson Dart has no weapons, loses neighbors. Now he's lost Scattaboo. The stormtroopers have come in and just ravaged them, haven't they? I mean, I don't know what else to say. And
pretty rough.
And look, Saquon finally had that game, and it hurts, no interceptions, and throwing a bunch of touchdowns. And the Eagles it's funny, they can be all of a mess, and then all of a sudden turn it back on and look like a Super Bowl contender. So they're kind of Jekyll and Hyde a little bit right now, but I think a good landing spot right now at 6-2 for the Eagles is at number 4.
I would agree. Eagles are a really good team all year long. They just kind of had some infighting, some problems with the receiving core, but I think those divas are happy now. They're throwing the football. Everything looks good with Hurts. So I like that spot for the Eagles.
Yep.
Number 3.
We saw them last night. Kansas City Chiefs at 3. I know they're 5-3. I know the Eagles have 1 more win and the Chiefs have 1 more loss. But it's how the Chiefs
Eagles beat the Chiefs.
I know, but it's how the Chiefs are trending right now. They are hot. They're back. I mean, you just can't. I mean, Travis Kelce last night, Rashee Rice, Mahomes was solid. They've scored 28 points in all of the last 3 games. They're plus 65 in scoring differential in those 3 wins consecutively. And it sets me up in a good spot here with the Bills on Sunday to move the Chiefs even higher with a win or to knock them down a notch or 4 if they lose to the Buffalo Bills. So there's a method to my madness. I know the head-to-head, you could argue that the Eagles should be in front of him at 3 and Chiefs at 4. But I feel like the Chiefs just eyeball testing me right now. I like what I see a little bit more than I do. They've been a little bit hotter lately. So there's an emphasis on the lately for me with the Chiefs.
All right. I like that.
Yeah.
Number 2.
Detroit Lions for me. Lions, Aiden Hutchinson's having themselves a season.
Yeah.
And they can run it. And they can throw it. The only problem Detroit has is feeding all the hungry mouths with sacks and catches. Jameson Williams is not happy when he doesn't catch a pass for a game because Amon-Ra is getting them all, or they're going to the backs out of the backfield. So you got to keep a lot of mouths to feed in Detroit. But the Lions are hungry. And Dan Campbell's still there, and they're 5-2, and their bye week is this week. And I think watch out for Detroit in the second half of the season coming off the bye. I think they're in a really good spot right now. I like what I see from Detroit an awful lot, and I have a rooting interest in Detroit with Penei Sewell playing for them. I like watching Penei block. I watch him closer than any other offensive lineman in the league. It's not even close, Paul. Usually I'm following the ball. When I watch this Detroit Lions team, it's fascinating to watch Penei Sewell go about his business on every single play. And I don't often do that, but when I watch Detroit, I do, just because of Penei. It's Penei. I think he's the best lineman in the league. That leaves
Number
one.
1.
Thank you, voice guy. The Indianapolis Colts.
Yeah.
There we go.
Shh, don't look now. The Indianapolis Colts are freaking 7-1.
There you go.
Hammered down on the Titans. Their Jonathan Taylor MVP talk is real.
That's
JT,
right.
another 153 on the ground Sunday. He's already got 12 rushing touchdowns. He's on pace for 26.
Yeah, it's like 05 again.
Would be the most since LaDainian Tomlinson in 06 when he had 28.
Yeah, that's right. It was a long time ago. I
Good
feel
memory,
like.
Paulie.
Yeah, Sean Alexander, Priest Holmes. Those days are long gone. We're throwing the ball
Marshall
a lot more.
Faulk.
Yeah, Clinton Portis, Jamal Lewis from the
When
Ravens.
the running back mattered.
The running backs used to get 30 carries a game. We've gone away from that, but maybe reincarnated once again.
All right, quick reaction. Anybody too high, too low? Usually you disagree somewhere, somehow, some way. This is you seem like you're not going to disagree with me.
I don't really have too many disagreements.
Tara, disagree with
Tara's
anything.
got some. She's got to have something.
I don't disagree.
Okay.
I don't know. Seahawks, I think, are a little better than
11.
The Niners,
11.
maybe.
But
Yeah, they just had a
but-
bye. I think I had them 8 2 weeks ago. We didn't do the Dirty Dozen, but they didn't play last week. And so there was other teams that stacked wins. And so they just by
Right.
attrition, I dropped them down a couple spots. But it's
Okay.
a lot of football. We're not even
Which was
halfway yet.
that was very humble of you because they are your team. But I do think, I don't know.
She likes it that
I
you're
think they're
humble,
better than
buddy.
11. Yeah, that
That
was
your
humble.
team. Your
I
team.
might be
you're
humble now, but I might take them in our eliminator picks.
Ooh, yeah.
Against my team.
Which
Look how
I'm-
bold
yeah.
Wouldn't
that
that be
is.
a bold move? If one of us took our teams head to head.
That's right.
Ooh, yeah.
There's some other lopsided matchups, though, that are a lot easier to predict than that game. Will the real Washington team please stand up?
Yeah, right.
On Sunday Night Football?
The nation's capital.
Why are
or
we not
some
going to
absolute
that?
stand
Remind
up.
me why we're
Please
not.
stand up.
Why are we not going to that game?
Well, we
Remind me.
tried, but
We tried.
I don't think so.
I
think-
forgot.
I think
I booked
pending-
I should look at the schedule closer when I book
you're
vacations.
going somewhere. Yeah,
I'm taking my wife. I'm taking
I think
my
I'm
wife's.
going potentially to a hockey game on that Sunday too. So
Yeah, that was foolish because they don't play every year. That was foolish of us. We should be at that game.
probably should have and had place to stay and everything. So yeah, I
Yeah.
was probably missed the boat on that one.
I'm taking my wife.
That ship has sailed.
Little
Yeah.
Ship has sailed.
Little birthday trip for the missus. It's her
There you
birthday
go.
next
That's
month.
better
so
use of your time.
I won't be able to go to that game. I got to start organizing my vacations better around football games. I got to be smarter.
Oh, nice. You do need to be smart.
You think at 46 years old, I would have this figured out by now. Never schedule a vacation when there's a sporting event that you want to see. I don't know how I'm going to watch that game. Oh, it's a Sunday night game.
Yeah, it is.
Thank
NBC.
goodness. Thank goodness, because my YouTube TV does not work in Mexico.
Oh no.
But the primetime games I will get.
That's
Nice.
right.
So that is a bonus ball, right?
You got it. Bonus ball, buddy.
I'm not gonna have to go looking for one of those fishy sites to illegally stream the game.
Oh
That's
yeah.
right. I'm
Yeah.
familiar with those.
The Napster for NFL.
Yeah.
VIP Box Sports.
It used to be the
Stream
Stream East. Yeah.
East.
Okay.
Yeah,
The
that's
hacker
right.
site, and then they get shut down, and then they change
Then
the
they
website
reincarnate
address.
under a new name.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
yeah.
right. I've been following those guys. For whenever
Of course
when I
you
need to
have.
watch a game that's not available, I go to those sources from time to
See,
time.
you always find something useful listening to the drive. If you didn't, now you know. There is places you can watch free
That's
sporting
right.
events.
And I may be self-incriminating myself a little bit here, but it's okay because I use those outlets from time to time, like the everyday man.
Really?
I feel like a lot of people use them.
Well, I've just done it. I was talking to a buddy, and I was in Mexico. I can't get the Seahawks game, and he's like, "Go to this website." And I used it in Mexico one time last fall. Yeah, and that's what it was. And I and I watched the game on my phone, sitting poolside on a Sunday
There
afternoon.
you go.
It was glorious.
In a
It was
pinch,
glorious.
In a pickle.
in a pinch, you need it. And
Yeah.
like okay, we got it.
Am I going to get in trouble for that? Now I'm incriminating
No,
myself.
it was
for using-
glorious. It was glorious.
It was glorious. Glorious finish when we come back. It's the drive. Got to take a break. Don't forget, Back Nine. We're broadcasting live. Grand opening of the Back Nine indoor golf simulators. They got the full swing technology. We're giving away a TaylorMade driver, a ghost bag for closest to the pin long drive this Thursday. The event will be on George Washington, right across from Summit Athletic Club, from 5:30 to 9 o'clock. The stuff for the kids, games, giveaways, contests, membership options, great deals only during the grand opening. You're going to want to come check it out. We'll be there live on the Fan Sports Network. Back after a message from our great local partners. Never sold out. Never charge you $1 at the door or over the air. Always FREE, free to listen. Show today brought to you out of the Finley Hyundai Studios. Devin, Paulie, Tara, hanging out with you. People are starting to figure out Tara is our new producer. We had people at Wingnuts.
Oh, yeah.
When did you get a new producer? You know, and people, some of my buddies are like, "Hey, who's Tara on the show?" All of a sudden, I'm like, "Well, she's been with us for 2 months."
I get a lot of who's TA pushing the buttons.
Yeah, who's TA pushing the buttons?
Pushing the button.
That's right.
I like that.
That's right. We're excited to have Tara getting us in and out of the breaks and on the air here on the drive. Plus, if you're watching on the live stream, she's a lot easier on the eyes than Paulie and I. We are.
Yes, I would agree
At
with
least
that.
I don't pick my nose.
We are. Yeah, that's right. None of us pick our nose.
That's right.
Especially
It's not on camera or
that's,
anything.
That's
That's
right.
right.
That's right. Who would do that on a
would
live
do
radio
that?
show?
Yeah.
Nobody does that on
Colin
camera.
Coward guy might. not the local guys.
But at least check the scene before you do it, you know? Make a look around, see if anyone's looking.
Freddie Freeman hit a walk-off home run in the 18th inning. What will tonight bring after last night's marathon baseball game? I am excited. Shohei is pitching. Like, it doesn't even matter who's pitching for Toronto. Shohei is pitching tonight.
Yeah.
And it's just he's just different. We talked about this at the start of the show, and there's just something just captivating, and you just don't know what record he's going to break next. I mean, 4 for 4 with 2 doubles and 2 home runs in his first 4 bats. He gets on base 9 times last night, 4 intentional walks, like stuff that we haven't seen in years happen because he's Shohei Ohtani. And I mean, the trading runs in the 7th, the 9th. I mean, and then just to keep going and going and going. Kershaw escaping in the 12th. I was kind of glad to see Kershaw not blow it with him retiring and have that lasting image of him blowing a 12th inning lead out of the bullpen. You knew the longer the game went, the more likely it was you were going to see Clayton Kershaw. And look, Toronto was 2 for 12 with runners in scoring position. They stranded 19 base runners. The Dodgers were 2 for 14 and stranded 18 base runners. Both teams had ample opportunities to win that game, but it wasn't until Freddie Freeman walked it off in the 18th inning. See, to me, the equinox of sports last night with 4 professional sports games in action, NBA, NHL, NFL, and Major League Baseball World Series. We don't get that tonight because we don't have NFL football. So last night was one of those rare moments in sports we have all 4 going at the same time. And I know it happens, it happens more often than we think, but it's still fun when you have a variety of viewing options. But to me, there's nothing better than World Series baseball because heroes are made, memories are made, records are broken on the biggest stage. So I cannot wait to see what happens tonight. I think Shohei's going to do something crazy good again. I mean, I know Paul and I disagreed on this. You think he's tired. You think he's been shellable this year, and that Toronto's a good hitting team, and it just wouldn't. It would be more shocking to me if he got pulled after 3 innings than if he went 7 and struck out 12. I mean, I just
we'll see.
I just think he's just a unicorn, like Tara said. We've called him a unicorn before. This guy's different. He's built different. He's the best player in baseball, and I mean, for a guy to get on base 9 times and have 2 home runs and 2 doubles and then go pitch the next day, you just don't see this. You just don't see this. And so can't wait to see what tonight brings. Dodgers are going to be slight favorites on the money line tonight, right?
I would think so.
Yeah. Let me look.
I'm guessing
I'm assuming
minus
more
140.
More than slight. I would think.
More than slight.
You think higher than minus 140?
I would say 2-1 most likely.
You're right.
Is it 2-1?
Yes, they're minus 200, minus 205.
I would have figured because, I mean, as much as I downplayed him in the first segment, as a batter, there's been nobody hotter in the history of MLB playoffs. I feel like just the streak that he's on, hitting home runs, doubles, like hitting power at bats, not just singles, not just moving the line. Like he is putting his stamp on this playoff series game in, game out. But we'll see how he does on the mound today because I, for one, have watched a couple starts of his this year where he has gotten chased. So we'll see.
If you're not watching the World Series, you do have, I think, 5 or 6 NBA games Wizards 76ers tonight.
Yeah.
Charlotte and the Heat, Kings and the Thunder, Knicks and the Bucks. No doubt about that one going to be tight tonight in Milwaukee.
Yeah.
And the Clippers and the Warriors, West Coast late night style. The Knicks and the Bucks and the Clippers and Warriors, two really intriguing games in the association tonight. And then you got the Frozen Frenzy.
Yes.
Every single...
All 32 teams in action
16
today.
games, yeah.
It's amazing.
And so if you're a hockey fan, tonight's kind of a smorgasbord.
Tonight's
It's kind of a warm-up for Thanksgiving.
There you go.
Stuff that hockey in my belly.
This is better than Thanksgiving. This is amazing. This is Christmas. No.
And really, for Utah Mammoth or Vegas Golden Knight fans, two compelling road matchups in which the Knights and the Mammoth are underdogs.
Yeah.
Mammoth are in Edmonton against Connor McDavid and Leon Draisaitl and the
Haven't
Oilers.
started off the hottest, to be honest.
No. But the Mammoth are plus 130
They
right
are
now.
the dog.
They are the
team,
underdog,
but
and they've
the
won
dog.
7 straight.
Yeah.
I think the Mammoth have this tonight.
I think they got it too. I would lean Mammoth.
And then the Knights are in Carolina tonight.
Yeah.
To take on the Hurricanes.
Yeah, that's an interesting game. Hurricanes 6-2. They started off undefeated at 5-0. They've lost a couple now, but they're 2-0-0 at home. So the Seth Jarvis, Sebastian Aho, Svechnikov, some of the skill guys for them.
This was a tough road trip early in the season for the Knights, and they've been getting some points, but they've been losing overtime losses. That happened in Florida last time out.
Lightning 2-1 OT loss. They lost 3-0 to the Panthers. They beat the Hurricanes last game at home, but since this road swing, 0-1-1 on the road trip.
Tough road trip, though.
Be a nice win tonight if they could cap it off against the Hurricanes.
And look, still leading the division, still
Yeah.
leading the Pacific. Kraken are second. Who do the Kraken have tonight?
Canadians, yeah.
And
At
the
home.
Canadians are playing like a playoff team
They
right now.
are.
That's another really good game.
They were super young. They made the playoffs last year and played the Caps in the first round. I thought when they played that series, the Canadians are going to be a really good team in a couple years. Cole Caulfield, that Suzuki, which the Knights traded away for Pacioretty, he's really developed into a stud. So I'm really intrigued to watch the Canadians, but I'm rooting for the Kraken tonight.
Hey, they beat the Maple Leafs. They beat Edmonton.
Yeah.
Don't count them out.
That's right.
They're looking good.
Beat the Knights, too.
Reminder
exactly.
at 11:45 a.m. Any volleyball fans out there, Crimson and Orem. Okay, today at 11:45 a.m., winner gets a spot in the state championship game. Also at 11:45 a.m., Desert Hills and Green Canyon, a spot in the other half of the state final on the line. You do have Hurricane playing Mountain View at 1, Cedar Mountain Crest 11:45, and Park City Snow Canyon 11:45. They're playing Cedar and Snow Canyon playing for 6th and 8th. And Hurricanes playing for 5th and 7th. Good luck to our local volleyballers. We'll talk about it tomorrow when we're back, 7 to 9 a.m. on the Fan Sports Network. Have a great Tuesday, everybody. We out of here.